Hello. Well, welcome back to day 9, bonus session 4, right? 3? Bonus session 3, I guess, of the Eat More Plants workshop. Drop a hey, let me know that you are here. I saw Joan. I saw Joe's message. Yes. Hashtag Team Live. Stacy, you're here. I love it, love it, love it. This is the final session of the Eat More Plants workshop. And honestly, this is so bittersweet for me. I have loved our conversations and really getting to know you throughout the week as your coach. And I hope that you've gained a new appreciation for your path to plant-based and really looking at it as these intentional choices that you are making every day, day in and day out, to eat more plants, nourish your body, and really take control of your wellness. Remember that I have opened up my calendar for appointments to help you work through your individual plan, your strategies, your implementation for those next steps on your path to living the plant-based life to help you achieve the goal that you set on Monday. Last week, I can't believe that we've spent these amazing 9 days together. Whether that goal is weight loss, getting better test results with the doctor, managing your health, cooking oil-free, or simply making more plant-centered meals for you and your family. I hope that you will take the information that you learned in this workshop and really put action to it. As a reminder, all the content comes down tomorrow at noon Eastern, including this session. So I love that you're here, Team Live. I see Corey, another Facebook user, Jody, yes, another Facebook user. Y'all, I just love that. And Joanne over on my YouTube, yes. Remember that they will also, the replays are available right now in the guides section of the Facebook or on YouTube, but they will all be removed or made private as of tomorrow at noon Eastern. And as a reminder, I know all of you here, you know my story. I travel full time in a fifth wheel RV with my husband and our 3 cats. And I always like to thank you for your patience if a tail walks across or somebody wiggles the monitor and everything shakes. Hey, Marissa, another Team Live. I love it, love it. And as always, I invite you to really minimize your distractions and turn off those notifications and get yourself in a comfortable place. So if you are ready, show me some love, some fire in the chat, in the comments, and welcome to the Eat More Plants workshop. I am your host, Kathy Davis, former school teacher turned passionate plant-based lifestyle coach, 2-time plant-based cookbook author, and the CEO of VegInspired. I get the job and the life-fulfilling purpose to help people transition to a plant-based lifestyle that supports their busy schedules without requiring hours in the kitchen or wondering what they're going to eat. Now, you might ask, why me? Well, I've been creating and eating vegan meals for over 7 years, and I cleaned up my own habits to follow that whole food plant-based way of eating to increase my energy, take control over my health, and shed weight. So if you are ready to finally follow your path to plant-based and make it your way of life, let me know in the chat. Your time is now. We've got this. I see fire. Yes. I love this. I am going to miss these lives so much. Today's focus is going to really be on foods and health as wealth. This is a new session today. I have not delivered this content the way that I am delivering it today. So I hope that you love it. I'd love to get feedback. Shoot me a message. Let me know. If you're new, popping in, hello. Welcome to day 9 of the Eat More Plants workshop. And again, we're talking all about food. So on day 3, we played a little bit of plant-based chopped, and I really enjoyed the energy and the engagement and that being stumped and kind of thinking on my feet. So I want to make this interactive as well. But today I want you not to focus on the ingredient. I want you to focus on the meal that you want to make plant-centered. And don't go dropping steak in the chat, because my answer is going to be seitan, and that we all know that that's not a 1-for-1. What I'm looking for are tacos, and I'll share different taco fillings, or pasta, and I can share different ways that I maybe do pasta and kind of get your blood thinking and give you some more resources and more meal ideas to really make this way of life easy, right? It's all about easy. So you start dropping stuff in the chat. I'm going to continue on with the beginning part of this session. So health is wealth. And I'm reminded about this all the time in, the books that I read. It seems like it pops up, and also on my social platforms, whether I'm posting about it myself or living it, or honestly reading other people's posts. And I was reading a book the other day and was reminded that a life well lived is a life of memories and adventures. It is about creating memories. It is about living to your fullest potential, whether that's business, health, family, whatever that is. That's truly the wealth, right? Yes, money buys us things, but it's not the ultimate. It's not the wealth that we often crave. It doesn't necessarily satisfy that intrinsic desire for well-being and wealth. And as I scroll, I always, am looking for things to really connect with what I want to share. And I saw through my scrolls this morning a post that said, we don't always take the risk, but the biggest risk of all is sticking with status quo because it's comfortable. How true is that? How true is it that we say maybe we can't do something, or maybe we're just scared, right? I read an article the other day, and this is verbatim: concerns about the rising costs of healthcare are being voiced nationwide. And for that reason, physicians are looking for more cost-effective interventions to really improve health outcomes, and are becoming more involved in helping patients adopt healthier lifestyles. Healthy eating may be described as, and may be best achieved with a plant-based diet, which we define as a regimen that encourages whole plant-based foods and discourages meats, dairy products, and eggs, as well as refined and processed foods. Isn't that what we're talking about? I belong to so many newsletters, and this information just fills my day. I'm in it. I'm not inundated in a bad way, but it is what I consume. Our health is our wealth. You can have all the money in the world, but if you're bedridden, unable to move, or gone, you won't be spending it, and you won't be making those memories. And I'm digging a little deep here. I spent a lot of my life aspiring to be what I deemed as wealthy, right? I went to school to be a school teacher. I knew it was never about the pay. I always wanted the next upgrade. I always wanted the next position, the next thing on that ladder to mark myself as successful. I left teaching and I became a director in a company, and then the VP, and I'm at my highest pivotal moment. And it's my wedding day, and I get a phone call from work. Because at that moment, I couldn't just turn things off. It wasn't until I really, truly realized what I wanted in life that I noticed how sick, uncomfortable, and honestly unable to do the things I wanted, like hike, bike, and walk comfortably around a market, that I learned what true health is. 18 months ago, I adopted a lifestyle change that was long overdue. I had been vegan for 5 years at that time, and I knew why I went vegan. I went vegan to eat whole food plant-based, to eat the starch solution, to eat the things that were recommended by the plant-based doctors for optimum health. That wasn't what I was eating, though, 18 months ago. I was eating these amazing burgers and these amazing fries and these amazing donuts at this one restaurant in Daytona Beach, like 5 times in a week. I was hooked. And they weren't even using processed burgers. They were using the burgers made in-house. But I couldn't control myself. I loved it. I loved going out. I loved being social. I loved all of it. And it wasn't until I truly made a commitment to myself that I would eat whole food, plant-based, mostly unprocessed, that I was able to make it work. I wanted to increase my energy. I spent a lot of those days sitting on the couch, watching TV, writing blog posts, or writing recipes on the couch. I spent less time in the kitchen testing recipes for my YouTube channel because I didn't feel like putting on jeans. I didn't feel like getting dressed. I wasn't sad. I wasn't in a place that I mean, I was living my best life, right? But not healthily. It wasn't until I made that commitment to increase my energy, take control of my health, and lose the weight. And that commitment challenged me beyond what I thought it would. It taught me about daily habits. It taught me about tenacity, perseverance, and compassion with myself. It taught me about, I don't like the word balance. It taught me about intention. Because it's not a balance. I was reading in the book this morning, and we talk about balance, and we talk about how everything needs to be balanced, but realistically it's balancing. And when things are balancing, they're uncomfortable. They wobble. They're not firm. When you focus on that commitment and on that one thing that you're going to just run towards, that one goal, that whole food plant-based way of eating, you make it a daily habit. And then we bridge you to the next. Maybe the next one's movement. And then to the next one. And then to the next one. And by the end of the year, 6 months, whatever it is, you've got 5 daily habits that are setting you up for your health as wealth. Eating this way has truly changed my life. I'm happy in a way that I never imagined possible. Because like I said, I was happy before. I was living my dream, working remotely for a company I enjoyed, traveling the country, had everything I needed except my health. I'd get winded walking around the market. I could barely ride my bike on the beach with a tailwind. And I would never have been able to walk some of the amazing hikes that we've done. Fresh and healthy food is a mood booster. Eating whole plant foods changed the way my body responds to situations. I sleep better. I don't ache like I used to. I don't wake up with back pain, and I sit at my desk most of the day. It's not like it used to be. Eating this way taught me to be flexible but firm and enjoy the things life throws me. Over the last 18 months, I have read more books, tested more recipes, watched more videos, studied the experts, and took course and workshop after course. I wanted to become the best I could be and become the person that I knew I needed to be able to live this lifestyle. I put all of my experiences, everything I've learned, and built a custom program to help others transition to a plant-based lifestyle to take control of their health, lose or maintain their weight, and create the life of their dreams. Now, don't forget, you're supposed to be dropping those things into the chat, those meals that you want to make vegan or plant-based so that I can help you, because that's the fun part. But I know you're captivated by my words. And I appreciate you and your time with me. And I really, really want you to take action. You have until noon tomorrow to watch the replays. If there is anything from this workshop that is unclear, message me. Let's flesh it out. Let's make sure that you have that plan to run your plant-based journey and you are in the next steps. I know that you can have it. Your time is now. It's now. A year from now, you will wish you started today. So I invite you to wake up tomorrow, ready to run this pathway and really move forward. I want to share some meal ideas with me. And remember, what I'm looking for in the chat from you are, what are those meals that you want to make plant-based, but you're not sure how? Maybe your favorite meal at a restaurant is, I don't know, a taco. That's the easiest one for me. So somebody throw tacos in there because I'm going to do that one anyway. Maybe it's a pasta. Maybe it's lasagna. Maybe it is, General Tso's tofu or General Tso's chicken or orange chicken, like gyros or gyros. Toss some of those meals in the chat and let me walk through some ways that I would make them plant-based, how I would modify them so that you're equipped with some of these ideas as you move forward. So I want to talk a little bit about the amazing meals and foods that I ate every day to take control of my health and really make my health my wealth. I eat oats every day. Half a cup usually in the morning of old-fashioned or steel cut. Old-fashioned, I make into a simple bowl with milk, kind of like a cereal, but I let it sit on the counter for, upwards of an hour or more. For steel cut oats, we cook them now in the Instant Pot. It's easy. We do oats, water, a little bit of salt, makes a really delicious blend of flavors. And then I add berries, flax, maple syrup, vanilla, whatever I need. Non-dairy milk. I eat berries, about a cup of berries every day. I use frozen berries unless the organic berries at the grocery store are perfectly yummy and are going to last. Otherwise, I use frozen blueberries and frozen strawberries every day. They're my favorite. I add them to my oats. It's consistent. It's easy. You could do overnight oats. If you don't like oats, you could do amaranth or another whole grain. But it really starts that fiber flowing through your body, keeping everything moving so that you can really fuel your day. I eat greens. Spinach or baby kale are top 2 of my list. I eat them at least 2 times every day. Usually some kind of mixed greens, either added to my leftovers or I make a salad as a snack. Simple. My dressing is typically balsamic vinegar, seasoned rice vinegar, or red wine vinegar, or a combination of the 3, and a light drizzle of tahini. Now, I have not been using tahini. As of now, I'm trying to push myself off of this plateau to ride the wave down another 35 pounds. But I might make a maple mustard or a soy sauce mustard. We made a really good dressing last night. That was awesome. We cooked up some potatoes and drizzled that in that. Beans. I eat some type of bean at least twice a day. That might be hummus. That might be tofu. It might be edamame. It might be tempeh. It might be black beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, black-eyed peas. Sometimes it's a snack, right? I love to make the Lone Star dip or a Texas caviar. Sometimes it's hummus. Sometimes it's a hummus wrap, right? That's an easy way to get in those beans. Sometimes I just bake the beans or roast the beans in the oven and add them to the top of a bowl. Sometimes they are the center of the meal, right? Sometimes it's those beans that fill the tacos. Maybe it's the chickpeas that fill the gyros instead of a meat-based product. Whole grains or potatoes. Obviously, I have oats, and then I have some type of starch at every meal. And lately, I've been having potatoes as my snack. So it is all about this high-carb, low-fat way of eating that really pushed me to achieve the lifestyle that I want to. I am full of energy. Carbs did not make me gain weight. They made me lose weight. And so I am team carbs all the way, and I have them at every meal. I also have been doing a lot of veggies, a lot of cucumbers, a lot of red peppers, a lot of carrots cut up with my hummus or my bean dip, or just simply as a snack with a spritz of liquid aminos or a little salt. Some of my favorite dinner meals. Now, I typically do dinner and then leftovers for lunch. So a perfect example are the VegInspired bulgur lentil taco filling, which is linked in the back of the workbook. If you go back to that email, you can tap through that, or you can search VegInspired taco filling and it should bring up the bulgur lentil taco filling. It's one of my favorite meals. We make it in soft shells, hard shells, taco bowls. We've used it as an enchilada filling. We've used it as the top of a taco salad. It is so versatile, so flavorful, and it makes a really big batch. So you have multiple days of, you can use it multiple ways in multiple days. Sorry, there's an ice cube that's stuck and I couldn't get any water. Deviled potatoes with a salad is another favorite of mine. Now, deviled potatoes are a little time consuming because you boil them, you scoop them out, you mash them, you fill them again. Not as fast as boiled potatoes, but they do add such a nice, fun fun way of eating. Potatoes with broccoli and queso, and make a butternut queso with salsa. Really gives it that like yummy, flavorful taste. Happy to share that it is in the 30-minute whole food plant-based cookbook. But if you need that, let me know. Burrito bowls. I love burrito bowls. I do brown rice as the base, maybe the VegInspired taco filling, or just simply beans. Like when I make my burrito bowl, I'm focused on what Chipotle does, right? I'm a brown rice, black beans, mild corn, salsa. I usually do get guacamole because I don't eat the sofritos, so the guacamole adds some extra calories. And I don't do the fajita veggies usually because they're cooked in oil. So the only oily thing is the rice. But I love to make burrito bowls at home. So when I do them at home, it's brown rice, black beans. I like to do frozen fire roasted corn. I usually do a salsa or a homemade pico de gallo. Pico de gallo is one of my favorite foods. It adds such a freshness, such a fresh brightness to any meal. It doesn't, I don't need tacos if I've got the yummy, or I don't need guacamole or avocado if I've got that yummy fresh pico with lots of lime and cilantro. And then lately, potatoes with mustard, ketchup, and sauerkraut. I really, really love that. It's just they're so good. Such an easy meal, such a great way to incorporate the beans and then the fermented veggies, which help with gut health. Burgers are another huge favorite of mine. I either make the black bean ones out of the 30-minute whole food plant-based cookbook. Happy to share that as well. Just send me a message. Also, the Engine 2 burgers from the Engine 2 cookbook. We actually have some of those sitting on the counter. That is what we're having for dinner tonight. I love them because they are oat and sweet potato based, and they also have spinach in them, and they use a little hot sauce. So they have this jazzed up flavor. I love that. And then there is a lentil recipe, lentil mushroom burger in the Vegan for Everybody cookbook. It does need some modifications because they do use oil. So we've modified it. We've actually been making that since we went vegan 7 years ago because it was in their vegetarian cookbook. And so we just modified it, switched up the mayonnaise, and it uses mayonnaise as the binder, but we used vegan mayonnaise when we were vegan, when we were first eating vegan and still eating oil. And then I love just potato or veggie tacos, right? Like simple. It doesn't have to be complex. You can do potato wedges. You can do sauteed potatoes or stir-fried potatoes with different veggies, mushrooms, things like that. I love doing that. Don't forget, drop those meals you want to veganize. Don't put steak, not the only steak, into the chat so I can do this fun game of Chopped. Let's see what we have. I saw the chat moving. So yes, for like a General Tso's, I would either use tofu, but a lot of people are like, I'm still kind of sketched out about tofu. You could use soy curls. You could use cauliflower tossed in that General Tso's sauce. You could use, you could do potatoes. Like I'm starting to really work with potatoes in a different way. I really want to try breading them and, making like potato nuggets, like really starting to freshen up the foods that I eat and really get some mileage out of my potatoes. Yes, oats every morning. I love potatoes too. The tahini sauce from my book, so easy and quick to make. Yes, I love sauces that I don't need to bring out the blender. A healthy way to make fettuccine Alfredo, so yummy but so fatty. So that's one of the big things about fettuccine Alfredo is that it is made of fat, so that's what brings the yum. Something we've done is Dr. McDougall actually has a cashew butter sauce that uses cashews and veggie broth. So if you, I can probably pop into this chat and put the message in YouTube because I know you're not on Facebook. So, but if you are on Facebook, you can send me a Facebook message. And just message me and I can send you that recipe, but it's so easy and it makes this like creamy buttery sauce. It's not as thick as fettuccine Alfredo, but it is good. And then I have a recipe in the first cookbook, the 30-minute whole food plant-based cookbook, that is more of a carbonara. So it uses tofu and chickpea powder to create chickpea flour. to create that creaminess. So I can share that recipe too with you, Ellie Marie. Yeah, Stacy, I was totally scared of carbs. It was crazy. Kim, so for my pizzas, I use whole grain pitas. For a long time, we were using the Engine 2 crusts from Whole Foods, but there was Whole Foods no longer sells Engine 2 crusts, and now you have to order them from Plant Strong. And you can't buy them at Whole Foods, you have to order them online. But I really liked those because they came 2 in a pack, and so we could each make a pizza with whatever we wanted on it, because John likes spicy stuff and I don't. And I could put my toppings on it, bake it, and then he would bake his, and then I would have half for dinner with a salad and half for lunch the next day. I've not yet steamed my potatoes in the Instant Pot. Do you use like regular, like yellow, red potatoes or russet potatoes? Can't bark less. Hello, rainy Florida. Yes, yes, yes. Good stuff. I love it. I love it. All right. The biggest takeaway I really want for you to have today is that food is fuel. Food nourishes your body, and food either fights disease or fuels it. So to control your health is to really take control of what you put in your body, but also remember that health is wealth. Health is wealth. It really, truly is about living this life of vitality and longevity. And if we're going to live these plant-based lives to add years to our life, let's enjoy those years. Let's really make it about creating memories. I wrote my cookbooks because I wanted to help people get whole plant foods on the table as easy as possible. After moving into the RV, I quickly learned how much time is spent cleaning up. It's a small space, but still, after cooking 3 meals a day, right? We were working from home. We didn't have a dishwasher. Those dishes add up. We don't have all these dishes. And so it really was about, how can I make it easy? All of those things seem to be so quick in our sticks and bricks, but they had me spending so much time in the kitchen in the RV. And it started to feel like so much of my time was spent there. And so the big learning curve after transitioning to whole food plant-based was really taught me to make quick meals, plan in my leftovers so I wasn't planning in 3 meals every day, and really learning to stretch those leftovers so that I can get a creative meal and not be eating the same thing every day. So I really want to, help you on this. I want to support you as you embark on these next steps. And I'm excited to be welcoming some of you into the Successfully Plant-Based program and working with me. If there was ever a time to invest in yourself and your goals, it's now. Don't let the bonus offers, the meal planning masterclass, the one-on-one 30-minute bonus call with me that's customized to exactly what you need to get more plants on your plate. Don't let those slip away. We have a few more seats open, and I want you to join and really, really take control of your health. I had someone say to me a while back, I'm not sure that I can afford your program, but I'd rather pay you to help me get where I want to be than having to pay the doctor or the pharmacist later. Thought that was really profound, and I appreciated the transparency and was really so proud of her investment in herself. So if you are ready, you can join me, VegInspired.com/coaching2021. But if you're like me and you really need some more clarity, I'm open. Book me, book a slot. Working with you is my passion, and I'm sure that you can feel that energy in my voice and the passion in my heart. And I know that there is a seat in the program with your name on it. And I ask you to consider where you'll be in 3 months or 6 months without the program. Are you sitting here for the second time thinking, dang, I wished I'd started the last time? Let's talk about it. What options do you have? How can we make this work? Will you be back to where you were 6 months ago, or even just 2 weeks ago? Will you still be stuck, still letting those old habits control you, still frustrated on what to cook and how on earth to be consistent? If you wonder how I know all of that, it's because I was there. I've done the start and stop. That's why I created the program, to help other people alleviate that start and stop and really pave the path to their ultimate confidence and joy of living this intuitive, plant-based way of life. In the 6 years of running VegInspired, sharing recipes, inspiring others, and eating a vegan diet, I can tell you with one 100% certainty. A year from now, you'll wish you started today. So let's jump on that strategy call and let's talk it out. See if the program's even for you. Let's get your next steps planned out. My calendar is open. I know without a shadow of a doubt, I can take you from frustrated with yourself for yo-yoing, stuck in your unaligned habits, overwhelmed with the recipes and what to cook, to confident in your body, fit and energized, happy with yourself for sticking to your goals, and easily cooking and adding more plants to your meals in an ultimate desired way of living. What is the confidence, the fit, the energy, and the happiness worth to you? Who will that impact? It's not just you to think about. I know I can help you get to where you are right now. That is not what it's supposed to say. I don't even know what that says. That didn't get finished. I wholly believe that if you are ready to finally follow your path to plant-based and make it your way of life, your time is now. I really, truly appreciate you tuning in, participating in the workshop these last 9 days, and I am sad we won't be spending each evening together moving forward. We still have our VegInspired Foodies group to connect in daily, and the Tuesday VegInspired weekly live shows at noon started up again today. If you feel like you're ready to make the leap into the coaching program, visit veginspired.com/coaching2021. And if you still need to talk it through, let's book that strategy call. veginspired.com/strategy call. It truly is about exploring what this looks like and if the program is even a benefit or would work for you. I appreciate you. I want to pop in the chat. Oh, you found the carbonara. Looks tasty. Small Yukon Gold steamed and put into the refrigerator. Yes. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Air fryer. I don't have an air fryer, so I would bake them in the convection oven. Yes, a cheesy sauce. I want those potatoes. Stacy dropped the link to my calendar in the chat. It's open. I'm open. You're not required to do anything. It's not a call to convince you to do anything. It's a call to explore those next steps, to get clarity on what that looks like. And it's hard to believe. I don't even want to say goodbye because I'm going to miss you guys. I'm sad. But this is where the workshop comes to an end. Take advantage of your strategy call. Let's talk through what those next steps look like. Let's talk through some ideas to help this stick for you, and let's talk it out and flesh it out. It is your time. Your time is now. I appreciate you for tuning in, sticking with me these last 9 days. I've loved sharing all of these tips with you, and I hope that you have action steps to take right away, right now. Affirmations on the mirror, affirmations on the fridge, visualizing every day the goal that you want, lots of meal ideas, and I hope that you consider hanging around, booking your call, and let's run this journey together. Thank you with my whole heart, and I appreciate you, and I will miss you so incredibly much. Big virtual hugs to all of you. I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to my calls with those of you that are booked this week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to miss you. I don't even want to end the chat because I don't even want to end the broadcast because I'm going to miss you guys so much. This is the hardest part about the workshop is moving on, but it's time. Thank you so much. Again, I appreciate you, and I look forward to talking with you all again soon. Have a wonderful night. Bye.